This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. Special Teams has come up with the recovery. What a brutal way to start the game. You're thinking of getting the ball, getting your script, running your plays. Instead, Greg, it is a fumble lost on the opening kickoff.
It's just absolutely the most disastrous beginning of a game you could possibly dream up. And what you do now, Mike, is not only does the other team get the ball, you send your defense out there early in this game and force them to have to defend a short field right away.
Throwing right away on the game's first play. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second down and 8. They'll look to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cardinals are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Now, faking the give. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. His kick is good. And the Rams move out to a 7-3 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here's 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Right back to Harrison. He's got him again. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They send the tight end in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. That is intercepted. And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue. Because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
They'll look to throw again. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Back to the air again on 2nd and... Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Now, after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Rams go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Drive will start on the ground. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Josh Hines-Allen there on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. A pickup of 15 in the air. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That is Josh Hines-Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's out of bounds all the way into enemy territory. Past midfield. A big play after being backed up. 53 yards. It's 1st down, and they'll run. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Toward the outside, he's got Andrews down the field. And he will get into the end zone. Mark Andrews Los Angeles. On is McPherson for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams move out in front by the score of 17-3. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a run going left, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. He'll return it from the 11. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Right side, complete to Nakua. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now timeout Rams, that's number 2. They'll stop the clock, 24 seconds to go until halftime.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. As we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like, living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Off balance throw, it's complete. And that'll give him lots of room. Out of bounds, up beyond the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I'll give on the ground. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. They'll stick with him again. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. It's a pickup of 12. First down, L.A.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Cardinals will take over at their own 14-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Harrison right side. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Throwing now on first and 10. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
He'll drop to throw. That'll be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down. 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Well defended there. And the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get a field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL. The offense is out there, 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, L.A. This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. Man, this has been a really impressive performance.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Complete to number 84. A gain of 12. 1st down, Arizona.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And he will go all the way. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. And give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The extra point from Carty is good. And the Cardinals are able to cut into the deficit.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to the ground. He'll get it again.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now a give up the middle. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm.